why restaurants need to have a website. And a lot of restaurants today would say, no, we already have these aggregators who give us a lot of business, and why should we have a website? So in this video, let's try and understand why is it mandatory for any restaurant to have their own website. The first thing is, you have a huge competition out there, and you've been working hard to deliver the right quality and product to the customers. But then, if you don't have a website, where do the customers keep coming back to you? Which means you need to have a website to ensure that you're slowly building your brand to cut through that competition. So your website is going to help you in building your brand. So that's the first thing that you should have a website for. Second, your website will also work as a one point of contact for all your customers. Any point of time the customer needs to connect with you, the website is going to be there, irrespective of your physical store is open or closed. So let me share with you an example. So you take a lot of party orders, or let's say bulk orders or catering orders, and not necessarily you might have a customer who is going to be walking into your restaurant at the point of time that your restaurant is open. The customer could be looking for a service at his own comfort time, which could be, let's say, at sometime in midnight when you closed. So that is the time that your website probably would be still working for you on your behalf as a sales point, and hence the website will work as one point of contact for all your customers, whether that's a retail customer or a bulk customer. But then, irrespective of your restaurant is open or closed, you could still be catering to the customers online. Probably you could be able to generate leads there. So the second point that you should have a website. Ensure that you don't pay for your own customer. Now this is going to be one of the most crucial things for a restaurant to look forward to. Knowingly, unknowingly, a lot of customers don't realize that you lose out a lot of your own customers to all the aggregators that you see in the restaurant space. So in the Indian scenario, there's Zomato, then you have the food delivering sites like Food Panda or any of those food ordering, Swiggy or a couple of them. And then aggregator sites like you have Zomato, you have Just Dial, you have Sulekha, and then you have Dine Out, and so many of them. So have you ever tried searching for your own brand on the search engine? So the moment you type a restaurant name, what you see on the top are all these aggregators. So what is happening here? Let's try to understand. I'm a customer who is fond of a restaurant called ABC, and I want to go back to ABC for one of my restaurant needs. It could be lunch, dinner, any of the meals. So I go to the search engine because I'm looking out for the restaurant phone number. So what I do is I go to Google, search for ABC contact or ABC phone number, or simply I type ABC restaurant, and what pops up at the top is one of these aggregator sites. So as a customer, I go to one of these aggregator sites, and through there I would connect to the restaurant, while the restaurant is forced to believe that all the customers that they are receiving through the aggregator is something that the aggregator would have probably got them, those customers. But the case is not that. The case is, these are the customers who actually wanted to come to you, but have been routed to you through the aggregator sites. And why would that happen? Because you guys don't have your own website. The moment you have your website, so what happens is the user searches for ABC restaurant, it is your website which is on the top. The customer comes directly to you, and since the customer directly comes to you, you don't have any layer of you don't have any dependency layer in between, and hence you don't pay for your own customer, for at least this set of customer who actually wanted to come to you directly. This is what you've been paying to the aggregator sites, to the classified sites so far. And the second flip side is, ensure your loyal customers are not driven to your competitors. So what happens is, when this customer lands on a platform like Zomato or any of the aggregator sites, so ideally the customer wanted to land to ABC restaurant and had landed on Zomato or the aggregator site. From there, or the aggregator site would say, okay, we've got similar restaurants like ABC. So the customer who actually wanted to come to you, since you didn't have a website, went to the classified or the aggregator or the delivery site, and from there probably some of them might go to some other restaurant. So what you are losing out is your customer who actually wanted to come to you, but then they've been driven to your competitors by one of these sites, which means it will be very imperative for you guys to have your own website so that at least you can safeguard those returning customers of yours. In just a quick thought, why not do a small check for yourself and see how many of the total restaurant orders that you have in a month, how many of them are repeat customers and how many of them are regular customers. My experience is, as a customer, I would probably end up with a restaurant discovery about 40% and 60% of the time when I have repeat orders. So if you are a restaurant, and I'm assuming that even if it is like 50% of your customer orders are repeat orders, so what you're essentially doing is, for these 50% of your repeat orders, you letting them go to a third party site and then come to you. Some of them definitely moving to somewhere else, and while these third party sites are sending them back to you, some of them might be charging you as an advertisement money, which is the listing money. Some of them are charging you on commissions, which actually is your customer, and you end up paying for your own customers. So with respect to these points 3 and 4, it becomes mandatory that as a restaurant, you should definitely have your own website. At least you need to safeguard your own customers. You can continue paying a third party site or an aggregator or any of those for customers who are not yours, right? The customers who are yours, who keep coming back to you, you need to have a website so that they can connect with you and you don't have to pay for your own customers to anyone else. Fifth, build your own loyalty point and customer retention strategy. In the days to come, we'll see more of these loyalty points, cashbacks, wallets being used by restaurants. So if you don't have your own website, which means you're not going to build your own loyalty point, and which means you're letting your customer walk to any of your competitors. While loyalty point system or a referral system or a wallet system is a good way to hold your customer back, and your website could be one of those touch points which connects all your customers. The customers comes to your website, they have their own loyalty system within your website, they can place an order through there, and then always keep a track of what is the kind of points that they've generated so far, and they can keep coming back to use those points. So through your website, you can probably command some certain percentage of loyalty out of your own customers, which in the longer run, there could be probably years from now, if you start building your loyal customers, maybe there could be months wherein you might not even spend a single money, and you still have your repeat customers who drive your entire revenue for that particular month. So to prepare yourself for those kind of future, you can probably build a loyalty point system within your website. Last but not the least, you get a database from all the aggregator sites because you're delivering so far, but still you get only a smaller percentage of the database of customers who order through the third party sites, or probably visit your website visit you through the third party site. So what happens is, when you have your own website, you're building your own database, and building your own database is like creating a pool for the future, and you can use it anywhere. You can use it for your own Facebook marketing, you can use it for your email marketing, you can use that list in so many of the digital marketings to ensure that these customers keep coming back to you. So to build your own database, have your own website. So I would have missed out some more important critical points, but I think these are one of the core points that a restaurant should have a website to begin with. Once you have a website, probably we might try to understand how you want to scale your business and acquire your customers through your website. That probably could be the next part of our video. Thank you very much.